pass through this otherwise picturesque Pacific.
We're on. We interrupt your regular scheduled program to bring you breaking news from the Gotham City Courthouse, where the most bizarre case in recent years is unfolding as we speak. We go live to Jamie Olsen on the steps of the courthouse. Jamie?
Hi, Stone.
Can you tell us what's going on down there?
In a few moments, the trial of the millennium is going to take place right here in Gotham City Courthouse, where Joker, long enemy of Batman, has charged the Dark Knight of a foul and hideous crime. The exact nature of the crime at this time we don't know. All we know is that many of our superheroes will be testifying. The proceedings are just about to start. Let's go inside to take a look.
All rise. The first court of the District of Gotham City is now in session. Judge Julius Snivelgrass presiding.
Wow, what are you two doing here, and what are you doing in my courtroom?
I've brought an action against the defendant, Your Honor.
Action? What action? I don't see any action, and I'm a man of action.
Your Honor, I've yet to read the charges.
And who are you?
I represent the defendant, Your Honor.
Defendant? What defendant? I don't see anybody defendant. They all look like criminals to me.
They're spectators, Your Honor. I've yet to bring in the defendants.
Oh, well, what are we waiting for? Bring in the defendant. Guilty, I say, maybe. What is this, a costume party? I won't have it, you hear? I won't have it. Unless I'm allowed to dress up too. I've always wanted to play Lady Godiva's horse.
We will now hear the opening statements. Mr. Joker?
For years, have you not felt safe living in Gotham City? A city where our superheroes watch over you while you sleep. Is it not truly a privilege to live under the Batman's black leather wings? Wings which are in reality made of war, yes. War which has been poured over your eyes to shield you from his despicable crimes. Is Batman so good to be above reproach? Is a double shot cafe latte $4.95 at Starbucks? Of course it isn't. Batman is guilty. I intend to prove to this court and to my fine friends and the birds in the sky and the beasts in the fields and the fish in the sea that Batman has corrupted the morals of ergo, to wit, his young, innocent Robin.
That's not him. That's not Robin.
Oh yeah, there's Robin. There's Robin. Mr. Bottomfeeder, your opening statement, please.
I totally agree.
Well, good. Now we can all go home. I find the defendant guilty as charged. He'll be hung tomorrow morning, before I get up to see it.
I believe there's been a misunderstanding. Mr. Bottomfeeder, are you changing your client's plea to guilty?
Certainly not. This idiot wearing this ridiculous costume is as innocent as I was when, as a baby, I was found by the sisters at their door, crying for my mama, who left me there for lack of means to feed me.
Should I call a first witness, Your Honor?
Call him anything you want. I'm as liberal as the next man.
Mr. Joker, your first witness, please.
The plaintiff calls Miss Selena Kyle, otherwise known as the Catwoman.
I'll administer the oath, my good woman. Do you swear?
I sure do.
Well, what kind of swearing do you like?
Whatever suits the occasion, if you know what I mean.
To tell the truth?
I never tell the truth if I can help it.
And nothing but the truth?
What is the truth but a lie gone bad?
So help you God.
So help me Gucci.
I think I'm in love.
Well, if you think that and you've got a good-looking stock portfolio, come up and see me sometime.
A woman's a paradox of virtue. She's all yours, but remember, Joker, she's mine.
There seems to be some discrepancy with your name. Is it Selena Kyle or the Catwoman?
I used to be known as Snow White, but I drifted.
Now, Catwoman, how well do you know the defendant?
I know him from head to toe and all parts in between.
How would you characterize the Dark Knight?
Well, it was dark in that night, although I like the light on at times to make sure I'm not being shortchanged, if you follow my meaning.
Are you now confirming that you have had intimate relations with the Dark Knight?
Intimate, lustful, passionate, furient, hot, lecherous, and last but not least, holy. Like I always say, Joker, it's not the men in my life, it's the life of my men.
You call Batman a sexual predator?
I call Batman the 30-minute Wonder Man.
That proves our case, Your Honor. Batman is a heterosexual. Although, I don't know how to spell it.
Your Honor, Catwoman's testimony proves beyond any reasonable doubt that Batman's sexual behavior is out of control. This suggests that he corrupts the young, innocent Robin. I rest my case.
Mr. Bottom Feeder, your cross-examination, please.
Catwoman,
Bottom feeder. Is that a gun in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
a gun, madame, in case I should happen upon a young child or a small animal. Now, Catwoman, you say you know the Dark Knight very well. Could you tell the court how tall Batman is?
Batman is 6 feet 7 inches, but we can forget about those 6 feet, and let's talk about those 7 inches.
Yeah. Yes. Geometry was never my subject, Your Honor. I think that'll be all for Catwoman. No more questions.
Please step down, Catwoman, and I'll see you in my chambers. Or your chambers. Or anybody's chambers. Or the closest chambers we can find. There can never be enough chambers if you ask me.
Just remember, Judge, when I'm good, I'm good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Do you have any further witnesses, Mr. Joker?
No more witnesses.
I call a recess. Let's come back next year and do it all over again. I kind of like it.
The judge has just called a recess. We just heard some scintillating information about the relationship between Batman and Catwoman, which has caused an uproar in the courtroom. Oh, here's Batman and Robin coming right now. We'll see if we can get a word. Sir, Jamie Olsen here. Could I have a word, please?
Yes, dude.
How do you think your defense has been proceeding?
Fairly well. I have absolute faith in my lawyer, Mr. Bottom Feeder. He's very good. He helped Superman my lady out with his trial with Lois Lane when she came out of drug rehab, and he won the kids.
Robin, what did you think of Catwoman's testimony?
Catwoman's testimony? What I think? Well, I think one thing's for sure. My friend Batman had a fun time tapping that ass.
Oh, Robin!
Yeah.
Don't say that about Catwoman. She's a nice, respectable lady.
Take it easy, 30-minute Wonder Man.
What did you say, boy?
It's pow time.
Don't placate me. Let's go. Don't ever hit me again.
Oh, well, there we have it. A father giving his son some sound fatherly advice. Let's go back to the courtroom.
Mr. Bottom Feeder, for the defense, would you please call your first witness?
I make it snappy. My proctologist is waiting to examine me, and I'm waiting to examine him. We examine each other together. It's a new medical procedure that everyone seems to love. You should try it, Bottom Feeder.
The defense calls.
Do you, Superman, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
In my journeys throughout the universe, I've on occasion called into question the very existence of God.
Oh, you called on God? How is the old man? Well and in good spirits, I hope.
I feel like I'm his son.
Well, what makes you think that?
Well, when I get down on my knees to pray, as I do every night, I find I'm talking to myself. I must be him. There's no one else in the room.
Do you believe that Batman is not guilty?
Yes, and he's innocent too.
Well, if it's good enough for God, then who am I to argue?
Your cross-examination, Mr. Joker.
Where do you get dressed, Superman?
In a convenient phone booth.
Did you say you're exposed?
I'm lightning quick.
So Lois Lane has told me. How friendly are you with Batman?
Very. We often travel together.
Where do you travel together to?
Often to Nottingham to visit Robin Hood and his merry men.
What do you do with Robin Hood and his merry men?
We like to kick back, take a step back from the supervillains, just relax, take it easy.
So, you can prance with other men in tights.
It's a new form of age therapy.
Men, no women, tights and prancing. What other conclusion can we come to? One last question, Superman. Have you ever had any sexual relations with someone? Anyone?
Almost.
That's all, Your Honor.
Mr. Bottom Feeder, your next witness, please.
The defense calls Miss Dorothy Gale.
Miss Dorothy, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh, I do. I really, really do, with all my heart.
Now, Miss Gale, Could you tell us what your relationship is to Batman and Robin?
I'm Robin's girlfriend.
Did you ever travel with Robin?
Oh, yes, Mr. Bottom Feeder. Me and Robin have traveled all over the place together.
Could you tell us about one of these trips?
Well, the one I remember most clearly was the time we were at my aunt's farm, and me and Robin were sitting on my bed, and everything started spinning. And then we met up with this lion and the scarecrow. That was some of the best shit I ever tried.
Yes. Are you telling the court that the only thing that you and Robin did together was smoke wacky tobacco?
What?
Did you and Robin ever sleep together?
Well, I would have loved to. But every time the opportunity would present itself, Batman would come and he'd ruin it every time. It was like he didn't want Robin to like girls, you know?
Yes. I think that'll be all, Miss Gale. Thank you.
Your cross-examination, Mr. Joker.
Have you ever double dated with Batman?
Well, he made us go to the opera once. Me and Robin got ripped. We had a ball.
And who was Batman's date?
Spider-Man. Talk about a weird guy. There's one sick puppy.
Did anything happen that made you think he was having an intimate relationship?
How can you have any kind of a relationship with the guy who spends most of his time hanging from the rafters?
That's all, Your Honor.
I'm outside here on the steps of the Gotham Courthouse, where the mood has turned grim. I've just received word that we're about to see Batman's personal testimony. Let's see if we can get a few opinions. Robin, could I have a word, please? What's your thoughts on the trial, and how are you dealing with all of this?
Is that dyed hair, or is it real?
Are you saying that you think Batman's guilty?
What? No, I didn't say that.
You look like the Wicked Witch of the West. This sure is in Kansas.
Well, there we have it. As we can see, tensions are at an all-time high. Let's go back inside for Batman's testimony.
Mr. Bottom Feeder, your next witness, please.
My last witness is the Dark Knight himself. I call Batman to the stand.
Batman, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
My bad integrity demands the truth to be told.
Would you, Chief Crusader, tell the court what your relationship is with Robin?
I know how it feels to lose one's parents. And when I became acquainted with Robin, I found that he too had lost his parents. I remember the day as if it was yesterday. I was patrolling Gotham City, making my way from uptown to the business sector, Chinatown to Transvestiteville. And as I was coming around the corner of Young and Bottom, I saw Robin, down and out, sitting on the corner. I found it my bat duty to rescue him from a life of want and need, so I took him home. And the rest, you all know.
So you would characterize your relationship as one of parent and child?
Absolutely.
Your witness, Mr. Evil Joker.
How old are you, Batman?
Joker, must we play these games? You know a bat never tells his age.
You under oath, Batman. How old are you?
Well, I guess I'm 35.
And 10 years before that?
35.
And 10 years before that, Batty?
35.
How do you do it?
Well, it's quite simple actually. Clean living, vitamins, and my manservant Alfred is my Tai Bo instructor.
You were danced with the devil by the pale moonlight. I await your verdict, Your Honor.
Well, I've looked over the evidence, and I looked it over again. I was going to look it over a third time, but she slugged me. But let me tell you, what I looked over was very worthwhile. And I've come to a decision.
Will the defendant please rise?
What is he standing for?
You're about to render a decision on his fate.
I am?
That's your job, Judge Snowgrass.
Oh, the decision is too much for me. We'll return to the days of Caesar for judgment. You citizens of Rome, do we find the defendant, Batman, guilty or not guilty? It's your decision.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
No es culpable.
Not guilty.
Enough about business, let's get down to pleasure.
This is fucking shitty. I don't know why they don't give me on some real stories instead of all this fucking soap opera bullshit crap. Fucking freezing out here. Oh, the verdict's just in. Batman, as I thought, has been found not guilty, and it seems things are getting kind of out of control here, so let's take it back up to the office. Thanks.